Namaste and welcome to our assembly. It is the 25th of February 2022 and the day is Friday. Today we, the students of Advisory Group 7, will present an assembly. The theme of the assembly is International Mindedness, specifically ocean acidification. The quote of the day is, "We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children," by Moses Henry Cass. On this note, let's start with our morning prayers.
हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणि ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी जग तार दे मां शारदे मां शारदे मां शारदे धनि धनि धम पा हृदय गगन में भव्य भवन में हृदय गगन में भव्य भवन में मुक्त पवन में जग जीवन में मुक्त पवन में जग जीवन में ज्ञान भर दे हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणि ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी जग तार दे मां शारदे मां शारदे 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 शारदे
What is international mindedness? International mindedness means opening doors for other cultures and their perspectives. Why is it important? It is important because it helps promote respect and develop high levels of empathy and compassion. How are ocean acidification and international mindedness interconnected? Ocean acidification is a very large issue and one must understand it to preserve it. It affects human as well as marine life as it disturbs the food chain of both. It can modify the abundance and the chemical composition of harmful algae blooms in such a way that fish toxicity can increase and therefore affect human health. Collective action must be taken to prevent the spread of ocean acidification. What is ocean acidification? Ocean water has a pH of approximately 8. However, in the past 100 to 200 years, scientists have observed that ocean water has become 30% more acidic. Human activities such as exhausts of engines and unsustainable waste removal from factories releases carbon dioxide, which gets absorbed by the top layer of the ocean. And when carbon dioxide absorbs into water, it makes the water more acidic. Why is ocean acidification an important issue? Just like acids can cause rust and other damage to surfaces on land, acidic ocean water can affect surfaces underwater. Acids can break down the shells of animals that live in the sea. Because ocean water has become more acidic, some animals, like certain oysters and clams, can no longer make or keep their shells. Solutions: strict laws that can ensure that the waste handling, among other pollution risk activities, is controlled. Such regulations would spread to the Fisheries Department to ensure that safety is maintained in food consumption. Strict actions against unsustainable waste disposal should be taken. Governments and international organizations can come up with some platforms where they educate the common citizens on the risks posed by climate change and ocean acidification. Since carbon emissions are one of the main causes of ocean acidification, adopting the use of alternative or renewable energy sources such as solar energy and synthetic fuels, which are made by renewable energy, can be the best available option.
I call upon Nandan, who is reciting a poem called Ocean Decay. This poem sheds light on the diminishing quality of our waters.
Ocean decay. See the raging ocean, hear the crashing waves, smell the salty air, taste the icy spray, feel the warm sun on your skin, washing worries away. But what we really don't sense are the layers of decay, because underneath the surface, it's actually quite different. The ocean will surely die if no one cares to fix it. The world rests on the top of a pillar that represents the ocean. Every day we chip away without a single notion. Eventually, the pillar will fall, causing thundering commotion, unless we reinforce it with selfless devotion. Our world would be one without an ocean, but then a spark, a solution. It may be small, but it will cause a revolution. For where there is hope, there will follow a will to cope. With the crisis and decay, for optimism we will never stray. While the others will treat like the ocean is theirs, we are going to save it, cause it's ours.
Thank you. Our next presentation is a skit by Nancy, Shraddha, Aastha, Dhyey and Harsh. This skit explores the causes, effects and solutions of ocean acidification.
Since the last 6 to 8 months, I have not been able to collect enough fishes. How will I run my household as the only one earning member of my family?
Can you pack 2 kg of tuna, please?
Sure, sir.
Why does this fish have such cracked skin and loose scales? Did you give me rotten fish? How dare you?
No, sir. It's not my fault. The quantity and the quality of the fish has kept on gradually decreasing from the last 6 to 8 months.
What kind of excuse is that? You give me rotten fish without caring if my family gets ill?
Excuse me, what's going on over here?
Ma'am, I am a fisherman and have been selling fishes from the past decade. But from the last 6 to 8 months, the quality and the quantity of the fish has degraded gradually.
This is a result of ocean acidification, which is caused by human activities.
It's not my fault. The fisherman has to ensure that he gives good quality fish. I paid for it.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your occupation?
I own a factory where I produce cement.
Did you know that all coal and cement producers are among environment, or golden limestone, clay, and other materials inhaled. These gases rise in the atmosphere, react with water vapor, oxygen, and other materials to form pollutants known as acid rain. This acid rain causes a heat of 42 degrees, a phenomenon widely known as ocean acidification. So you are responsible for the matter, not the fisherman.
I am sorry for both yelling at you and for damaging the environment.
Let's try not to damage the environment further.
This is indeed sad, at the rate at which coral reefs are dying. It seems that in the coming years, its extinction will not be a surprise.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith. Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm extremely worried, ma'am, about the state of our oceans. Look at the report I created. The coral reefs are dying at 12% per year and have also decolorized to a great extent.
But why are coral reefs important to us humans?
Coral reefs prevent coastlines from eroding, are a source of food and used in medicines. Over 500 million people on the globe depend on coral reefs. Need I go on about their importance? I feel that we need to urgently call a meeting to discuss possible solutions to prevent our aquatic system from dying before it's too late.
Wow, I never knew that coral reefs were so important to us humans. I will urgently arrange a meeting and call the owners of several industrial companies. Good afternoon, everyone, and very warm welcome to all of you. Today, we have gathered here to discuss the possible solutions to the impending disaster of ocean acidification. It will be very challenging to reverse the damage already done to our environment, but reducing further damage is our goal as of now. Can you enlighten us with the possible solutions, marine biologists?
We need to reduce carbon-oriented sources, as acid rain is the main cause for ocean acidification. All the industries need to switch to using cleaner and greener sources of energy, such as solar panels or hydroelectric power plants.
From the government side, we will be giving subsidies to industries for installing solar plants and into their factories. There will be additional benefits too.
With today's incident in the fish market, I feel that there needs to be strict regulations to check the quality of the fish sold by the fishermen, because they aren't educated enough. A committee can be created who will check the quality of the fish sold in the market.
I agree with you, Shraddha. Seminars can be held and workshops conducted, highlighting the causes and impacts of ocean acidification, so all the citizens are well aware and careful. Introduction of colored dustbins to every household will help in waste management. Factories dumping waste like plastics into the ocean will lead to heavy fines and other consequences.
As a factory owner myself, I will ensure that all rules and regulations set are abided by in my factory. Our goal will be towards carbon neutrality, as well as disposing all waste in separate landfills instead of the ocean.
Thank you for that. Let's hope all factories have a similar goal in mind. In addition to that, government officials will have constant check into the industries, fish market, and households to see if the rules set by the government are being followed. Let's hold another meeting at the end of the year and discuss the progress towards our goal in preventing ocean acidification. We will await some positive news from the side of the marine biologists. Thank you all for joining us. Let's work hard for a better tomorrow.
Thank you. Now let us watch a time lapse of a sketch about ocean acidification made by Krish.
So what can we do? Not just as a country, community, society, but rather individually. First and foremost, educate ourselves. Researching more by our own selves about the environmental issues that are so very prominent in the world, instead of relying on someone else to tell you about the reality. Moreover, once we do know what the problem is, start implementing small solutions and talk it out with your friends and family, and then they too will help spread more awareness about the same. Furthermore, consuming less meat would also be very beneficial, as raising livestock is a major source of greenhouse gases. It will surely be quite a task to give up on those precious wings, but somewhere down the line, we got to. Companies like Beyond Meat make plant-based meat, which is a great alternative that is even carnivore approved. Promoting such companies and not positively contributing to any firm or organization that is known to have a negative effect on the environment. Using a bicycle over a car, walking instead of driving, being conscious about your impact on the environment could save the oceans and the little Nemos that swim in it. Such small steps at an individual level really do slow down ocean acidification, and perhaps if we all play our roles, we might just stop our oceans from turning into public pools.
Thank you. Now have a look at a poster made by Vedanshi and Tanya. Thank you. We will now welcome Nancy to recite a poem.
The poem that I'm reciting is titled River of Broken Dreams. There is a simple fact that very few of you know. I'm as alive can be. I start at the mountains and end at the sea. Life is abundant inside of me. My life begins by the melting of snow and ice. My rapids are guilty of taking life. This saddens me deeply and it hurts my soul. Murder wasn't meant to be my goal. I once had the freedom to plot my own course. Now I'm full of sad remorse. There are many demons who have altered my life, left me full of heartache and strife, creating places for them to play. It also provides them with the energy they need, evil demons full of greed. Salmon swim up inside me to spawn far as they can go. Life and death struggles in my ebb and flow. Forever altered, I can believe these demons can't see. I'm the mother of all inside of me. They dump their poison without any remorse at all, as entire species get sick and fall. Now I'm sad to say they've gone way too far. Clouds no longer block out the stars. The earth is getting warmer and warmer each year. As the world heats up because of your choices, Mother Nature, hear our voices. She is the mother who cares for one and all. It's time you humans should fall. As I run dry and have no choice but to succumb to death, what will you do with no water left? No more power generated from your mighty stations, creating another great human migration. With no more animals left on earth to skill for sport, will starvation be your final resort? I was once a mighty river, full of million dreams. Now I'm reduced to a trickling stream. Your farmers' wells are starting to run completely dry, as you all argue the reason why. Climate change is nothing but another hoax, you say. In the end of our mother will make you pay. Drought in the west, with mighty storms in the east. Mother's vengeance is a powerful beast. The situations you created through the webs you've spun create untold hurricanes and blistering sun. There is a simple fact of this poem that this nothing is nice. All life on earth will pay for your vice. I'm now broken and void of all my happiness it seems. I'm now just the river of broken dreams. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's now invite Maahi to share the point to socho.
In my opinion, international mindedness is a very important skill that every individual should possess in order to maintain peace and humanity. It is a way of thinking, a way of acting, a way of living, and a mindset. The idea is to be open-minded about common humanity of all people and accept and respect other cultures and beliefs. According to me, an internationally minded person takes action through discussion and collaboration to help build a better and peaceful world. Ocean acidification is a global threat to the world's oceans and waterways, and more than 1 billion people worldwide rely on food from the ocean as their primary source of protein. Thus, the health of people is put at stake and every global citizen should be concerned about it. I personally believe that since it is a global issue, I must be concerned about it and must take an equal part to solve this issue. Even the smallest contribution can make a difference. I am trying to conserve and save water as all the water down the drain filters into our oceans. I also am trying to reduce and minimize the use of plastic by not using plastic straws and plastic bags. Instead, I try to use cloth bags and metal straws. I feel that these small things can make a big change in reducing ocean acidification. By being internationally minded, we openly discuss and collaborate together about how we can all come together, leaving our differences aside and find solutions to reduce ocean acidification. Take a minute and think about how internationally minded are you and how you can collaborate and contribute to solve this issue. Thank you.
I would request you all to please stand up for the national anthem. Assembly Savdhan. Assembly Vishram. Here we come to the end of today's assembly. Have a great day ahead. Thank you all.